was a big problem. And I think at the time, in 2008, climate change was a distance. I mean, we could not relate it with what was happening, because I think we were reporting climate change with the effects of coal mining in Poland, with the Maldives that were about to just sink. And I remember we even covered a small cabinet session that went on under the sea in the Maldives. So the climate change in the beginning, I think we could not relate with it. But right now, I think it is home with us, and we are seeing, I mean, then I can see quite a number of people here whom we used to report with. So the numbers and the interest has grown, but I think there's a gap in terms of training capacity, and more so with the editors, because we hadn't mainstreamed climate change in the universities. I mean, right now, I know UN has, they're now doing even a master's degree in climate change and everything. Most of us have learned climate change just at work. So we are taking the challenge, and I cannot argue more that we do not that we don't prioritize climate change. Like, I think from here, one of the first things we have to do is what he's talking about, the flock money. I think it's quite key. It's one of the things we have to monitor in the counties. Are they going to utilize these funds? And I think every now and then, and maybe, I don't know if to fault governments, the last session, the last COP, there was a big deal about loss and damage, the fund itself. Have we implemented the fund? So we keep moving on to funds. And so I think sometimes journalists get a bit confused with there's so many funds in this climate change. There is we first had the African Green Climate Fund. There is the Loss and Damage Fund. There was even Adaptation Fund. Nobody even talks about it anymore. I don't know where it is. Let me say the truth. Then I think the most important thing is an assumption. We have big words that have come in: greenwashing, carbon tax, It's not bad, but I think if we are able to localize and be able to interpret what we speak in the meetings. Like, I know we are talking about the carbon credit and trading and benefit sharing bill. What is it? What does it mean? How does it impact Wafula in Kitale? How does it impact Ole Kantai in Kajiado? So I think for journalists, sometimes we want to relate the big terms, the big conversations with the villages, but with the villagers or the communities themselves. So I think from the Nairobi Declaration, I'm hoping, and with the newsroom itself, we are able to concretize the outcome of the Nairobi Declaration and give it a human perspective. Without a human perspective, like, I'll be honest with you, at one point I felt this was a talk shop, talk. Then I said, you know what, this talk shop is important, it's for policies, but how does it relate to Wafula? How does it relate to Wanjiro? And how does it relate to Kantai? It's our role as media, I know, but it's also the role of my friend here. Sometimes scientists talk big things, big terms, big terms. Kindly, just come down to us, and we will also come.